So I just want to give a quick video on how to install mods for Cyberpunk 2077 because I went through hell and back just getting to a good state where I feel confident in my updating of mods and managing them. So you see when you're on the page here in the Nexus mods, for example, like Cyber Engine tweaks, I like to make sure that I have each mod that I'm utilizing tracking. Now the reason for that is if we go to the tracking page for the mods, is if we go to, where the hell do I put it? Here, mod updates, tracked mods. And once you're here, you're going to see all the mods that you're tracking. I'm using a lot of mods, so you can see there's a lot here. And I sort by last upload. When I do this, I see the latest upload by the developer of the mod, the date that it was uploaded, and then there's a column that says last download. If the last upload date is fresher, newer, than the last download, it's telling me that I don't have the latest version downloaded on the respective PC I'm accessing this from, or my account, sorry, of this mod. So if I look at the dates here, I actually have three, or actually, let me see how many in total. I have a grand total of 4 mods that appear updated, or 5, that have a newer last upload date than last download. So what I'm going to do is, all these mods, I'm going to control left click into respective separate tabs in my browser. Now for each of them, you must know or read the install for them respectfully. If it just says download and extract into the games directory, pretty easy. What I'm going to show you is pretty easy PC on how to manage this. Some of them tend to have like more detailed like steps that you might have to do. Always go through the installation of all of them. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to macro this. If I do a mistake, well, it is what it is, but I just want to show you if you just have to do a game installation directory download and install. It's pretty easy just following these steps. So for each of them, I'm going to do manual download. I'm going to do slow download because I don't got a premium account, and it's going to get downloaded. And some of them, it's like, oh, it's kind of unsafe. Well, hopefully I trust these people on the internet and nothing bad happens. So again, another download here. And I just keep clicking the ones that are red mod based. And basically from there, do the download once again. And I just keep going at it across all of these guys until I'm done. Slow download and then slow download again. Oh, here's one that is actually also potentially dangerous. And then Cyber Engine tweaks. Jeez, man, everything's dangerous nowadays. What's going on? All right, then that's me. I believe almost all of them. And if I look at the things that I've downloaded, just give me a second. They're all still downloading. One of them is still downloading. Man, that's a pretty big one. Dang. Okay, so I'm gonna now get off of the browser and go to my downloads folder. So on my downloads folder, you can see 4 of the, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in total files that I've downloaded from the 5 respective mods. So what I do is I cut these files or copy them, whatever the heck you want to do in this step. You go to your installation folder of Cyberpunk 7077. What? And here I go to official mods utilized. It's a custom folder that I've made where I keep all the zip files of everything that I've installed. So I go here and then I paste the actual things that I have brought into this folder. Now, once these files are pasted, I still have them selected, right? So I do right click, and then this is Windows 11, so the menu looks a bit different. I do show more options, and depending on the zip or the, whatever it's called, a compress file software that you use, I go to extract. And what I want to do is I want to go to that respective software's extraction menu, and then all the files that I've right clicked appear here. I make sure I shift left click down to the last one, so I manually have selected them all. And then at the bottom left, you can see the output directory. I delete the current folder that I'm in, so I'm at the game installation directory. And from there, I click OK, and all these things are just going to extract. And now from there, what we see is that these things have now installed into the Cyberpunk directory. And because there might be times that you might actually end up deleting your installation of Cyberpunk, and maybe you delete the entire folder at some point, I basically keep a backup of these mods in a separate location, so I have an easier time basically finding the mods that I've installed. So from there, the mods are now in their respective locations if the modder placed the structure of the folders correctly and the instructions were simple. But as always, go through each of the mods install instructions. Make sure that if you need to make separate steps aside from extracting to the games directory, where some mods actually require. They end up in like separate folders. It's just the file is just basically hanging in the installation directory, not in its corresponding correct folder like the archive one. Just make sure you read the install instructions, but from there, pretty easy peasy. And then this way you avoid using the Nexus mods manager and just do the installations yourself.